The story that we are referring to is most likely a local legend connected with Schloss Neuenstein. And specifically, this tale is called Die Sage vom Semmelberg. According to the legend, a brutal Count of Wallenstein ruled the castle in the Middle Ages. He was feared for his obsession with honor and strict morality. The story says that he ordered the execution of 18 men, including several knights, after accusations that they had assaulted women and girls. They were allegedly hanged without mercy near the hill below the castle, somewhere here. But the darker part of that legend comes after that. The Count had taken in his orphaned niece, Thiers, and intended to marry her to a nobleman. Instead, she secretly fell in love with a forester named Heinz, just like ketchup, a man far beneath her social rank. They met in secret around the forests near the castle. When the Count discovered the relationship, the story says he became enraged. Different versions of the story legend diverge here. In one version, Heinz was captured and executed. In another, the lovers fled through the woods at night while the Count's riders hunted them. Some local retellings claim their ghosts still wander the forest path around Semmelberg. Historically, there is no solid evidence that 18 people were actually executed there. The tale survives mainly as regional folklore attached to the castle and surrounding hills. Let's see what we know about the Neuenstein Castle. Its main milestones were it was built in mid-13th century, destroyed in 1318, rebuilt from 1357, reshaped in Renaissance style in the 16th century, then left empty after the Hohenlohe family moved out in 1698. Later it served administrative and forestry purposes, was restored between 1906 and 1925, and since 2000 has belonged to the town and been used as a museum and event center. Do we have some impressive facts about the Schloss Neuenstein? Well, it began as a water castle in the early 13th century, was turned into a Renaissance residence in the 16th century, and still preserves major historic parts like the old kitchen and the Knight's Hall. Its museum is especially notable because it holds collections from 7 Hohenlohe castles, plus unusual objects like the last surviving head of Gustav II, Adolf, and a shoe of Catherine the Great. It also contains one of the largest medieval kitchens in Europe, which makes it stand out beyond the region. This castle is not only a real fortress with all due accessories, but it is also a nice place to live in. I don't know if some family still resides here. Maybe not. For example, in Sigmaringen, to the south from here, There is a huge castle, which is still the family residence. This one might be not the case, but it looks to me very cozy and very home-like feeling is something that I have now. Like you were at home, you know? Very pleasant place. Quiet. Very good for relaxation. Anti-stress location. And another advantage of your travel to Neuenstein is that you only will need 4 minutes to get to the next fortress by train. I'm going to take a train to Waldenburg, which is located at the next stop. I think I will have to take a longer walk or maybe a bus. But anyway, as I was passing the Waldenburg station by the train on my way here to Neuenstein, I saw the fortress from out of the window and I liked it. It was quite a big fortress on a hill. So I'm going to get there right now. Looking forward.
Nächste Station, Waldenburg.
What would our life be like without buses, without cars or trains or any other transportation means which are typical for nowadays? Well, I understood this right now. This castle of Waldenburg is only 4 kilometers away from here. Nice weather. I think it would only take me like about half an hour to get there by foot. But the problem is it is located on a hill. So I will not go there because although it looks very near, very close, on Google Maps, only 4 kilometers away from here, from the train stop where I got out the train. But all of the locals are waiting for their buses, although the buses iterate only every 2 hours. So they have to wait for like 1.5 hours for a bus, and they are just sitting around and waiting for the buses. So it means it's much easier to wait for 1.5 hours than to try to get there by foot. So I will not put myself under this test. I will just go back. I will take a train to Heilbronn and then further back home. That's it for today. NoPlanBTravel gets back home, and Waldenburg Castle is the next goal of my next journey. Good luck. It's the place worth visiting. It's Saturday today, and yeah,